Hey everyone, this is Nina from ROADIE Free Radio. In this clip, Larry talks to Erik Rogers, FOH for Taylor Swift, Godsmack, Avenged Sevenfold, and many more. Here, Erik gives young roadies some advice. If you want something, ask for it. If you want to hear more from Erik, you can listen to the full episode, number 147 from September 23rd, 2019. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Here's Larry and Erik Rogers.
When you go to a job, it's like being an assistant editor or an assistant, film person or a camera assistant or any of those things where there's that, what's that, tutelage? Is that what I'm looking for? The mentor-menteeship, right? You get a certain thing out of that, and that's important.
I think it's invaluable. I think when I was talking with somebody just yesterday about teaching and how do you go about doing this, and I had an opportunity few years ago when I was mixing Dustin Lynch, the audio vendor from Claire Global in Nashville, came out to a show, and we were somewhere close to Nashville. I think we're in Nashville, maybe, probably. He came out and he brought a handful of people from Blackbird Academy that were in their live production department or a program or whatever. And it was like, for me, it was cool because I got to meet John McBride. But for them, they were coming out to the middle of the day at a big arena show, and they got to see firsthand, like, this is how they hang the PA, this is how they tune the PA. They got to see 3 different bands sound check. Then he asked me. It was my friend Roger Gibbons from Claire. He's like, "Do you mind if they hang out with you during your show?" I'm like, absolutely. And only one of them actually had the guts to come up and talk to me during the show. What's funny is I am so approachable. Like, during the day, I'm really quiet and kind of keep to myself. Like, as soon as the house lights go down, I pour myself a giant red Solo cup full of wine, and I'm dancing while I'm mixing, and I'm so approachable. Just come ask me anything. I don't care. And everybody else was kind of staying back and really reserved. And this one kid came up, and I honestly, I really wish I remembered his name, and I don't. But it was country.
More importantly, did he ask for your name and your info?
Yes, he did, as a matter of fact, and I gave it to him.
There you go.
But in country music, the artist is always like the artist starts the show upstage somewhere, and 30 seconds after the first beat of the song, he's out in the audience in front of the PA, and it's just how it is. And to me, it was second nature. You don't even think about it anymore. It's not a problem. But I am being a young kid. He's probably 19, 20 years old. He had the legit. It's like, how do you get the vocal that loud when he's in front of the speakers? Like, well, let me show you. And absolutely, I'll share all this knowledge with you, and I hope he learned something. And if he didn't learn anything, I hope he's out there learning it now. It was really cool. And but I think he had something that the other ones didn't, and I think he learned something that in the lesson that he learned, he may or may not have learned about gain structure. But the lesson that he learned that I didn't learn at that age was that if you want something, ask for it. Like, and whether it's knowledge or anything like that, don't sit down and assume that somebody's just going to just bestow all this knowledge on you or give you a leg up or give you an opportunity. Like, the opportunity is there. You just have to go take it. And that one dude did it. He went and took it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's, I get a lot of folks that on the show that didn't go to school. I get a good mix. But the folks that didn't go to school complain about the folks that do go to school and come out and they feel like they know already what to do. They sort of have an attitude because they went and they paid for school, right? And they come out. We freeze up.
Yeah, it froze up.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
I got the gist of it. If you want to say it again, because I don't know if you have to record this and edit it.
I might go back and edit it. We'll see.
Fair enough.
We'll see where we're at, man. No, that people come out and they come out of school and like, I just went to school for this. I know what I'm doing. And to a degree you kind of do, but to a degree you don't. And I think part of it is having gone through, the world has shifted because of YouTube and schools and things like that. I mean, again, when I was coming up as an editor, you were an assistant editor, and you did assistant editor jobs, and you got the coffee and you got the tea and you kept the room clean, and you did the back end systems-y type shit.
Right.
And if you were lucky, and most of the time you got to sit behind the editor and watch them do their thing and ask questions as to why they chose to cut there and that kind of stuff, right? As opposed to now, people grew up with their phone in their hand and they've got Final Cut Pro on their computer or Final, whatever the hell it is, and they got YouTube, and they go to school, to some new media school, and they think that's now they're editing.
Well, yeah, but there's a couple. I have a handful of thoughts on that. Like, first thing is and it shows whether they're making a film, a video, or music. You can tell I learned how to do this on YouTube. Like, yeah, it fucking sounds like it too.
Right.
Like there's a reason that there's some of these legendary studio engineers or these legendary editors or directors are there, and it's not because of film school. It's not because of where whatever academy they went to learn how to make records. It's so much experience and before they had their first major success, there's probably I want to hear the failure. Like, I want to see the movie that Tarantino doesn't want anybody to see.
Right.
I want to see.
Oh yeah.
But I think the old man answer to that is you come out of school with a license to learn. But that's an old man answer. That's kind of cliche. I know a handful of guys that went to either Full Sail or Recording Workshop or any of the, you pick it. It's a real university program now.
Yeah.
And they've gone on to great success. Yep. And they're very, very talented at what they do. I also know people that came out and they're working at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So I think that you get out of anything what you put into it. And if you just went to school because that was like, I think I want to do this, and you come out with that kind of blasé attitude toward the whole thing, that's what it's going to be. The people that are successful are passionate about what they want to do, and they're not afraid to fuck it up.
Hey, what's happening, roadies? It's Larry here. Just wanted to thank you so much for listening to this short clip. I really hope you got something out of it. If you can take 2 seconds to head over to iTunes and drop us a review or a comment, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Keep listening, keep coming back, stay healthy out there, and remember, no roadies, no rock and roll.